What if I told you I put green shards on Protea and it buffs her turret's damage? Sounds crazy, right? What's good, folks? It's Warframe here with some more shenanigans. Alright, now some of you might be confused. What do you mean by putting green shards on Protea? How does that correlate with her turrets being heat damage? And we all know green shards are all about toxin and corrosive type of damage. What are you on about? It's to synergize with her Helminth ability, and that Helminth ability synergizes with the shards, and the shards synergizing with the Helminth ability boosts the damage of my turrets. And at the same time, it provides me with some consistent AoE grouping.
What are you on about?
I know that was a lot of words, but let's check it out. My Helminth ability is Tempest Barrage from Hydroid. This ability primarily deals corrosive damage and procs the corrosive status effects. On top of that, with the addition of the new Archon shards, you can get these corrosive procs to fully strip armor. That is one buff. Second buff, Tempest Barrage has an augment. That procs viral. Now if their armor stripped, primed with viral, now our heat damage is able to deal more damage. You see where we're going with this? So how is this providing you with consistent grouping? Well, I just mentioned 3 status effects right now. Corrosive, viral, and heat. Now there's a specific mod that reduces the cooldowns of Sentinel abilities. And the one Sentinel that provides me with consistent grouping is the Nautilus. Let's quickly take a look at the Nautilus build so you understand what's happening. This pulls enemies within a 30-meter radius. Now notice it has 15 seconds of a cooldown, but thanks to these 3 status effects proccing, I'm able to trigger Manifold Bond. Read it. Killing enemies with 3 or more unique status effects reduces companion ability cooldowns by 3 seconds. And we're doing that very fast. So we don't need to use any of our weapons for priming or anything special or unique like Heat Inherent. And the grouping is done for you. The idea of using Tempest Barrage was actually inspired by Asian Invasion's recent Zenistar video. I'm like, I can do something with Tempest Barrage. So the only reason I'm using the tome here is for aesthetic purposes. You know, since this is a caster type of build. And the last time I did a Protea build is when the Archon mods were first released. Now you may be wondering, what is the third shard? Well, I had to steal this from Saren. Enemies affected by the corrosive status effect take additional damage. This is a multiplicative damage bonus. It's like a mini roar. So I have armor strip, I have priming, and I have a tiny roar, and I'm dealing double damage with my blaze artillery. And I have consistent grouping. And oh boy, when these were made, it was no accident. And with all the things that have changed, Protea has seen her days unfold. And now, doing the impossible. She has become her own nuking arsenal that has everything all in one. And don't worry, my Saren still has her green shards. I just removed that Talforge one. Anyway, let's go check out how this build works in Steel Path. Okay, here we are in Steel Path. And just drop my dispensary right here. This is going to give me health. And since I have equilibrium, it's going to convert that health into energy. Of course, it gives me ammo as well. But the most important thing is to provide me with a nice income of energy. And here's a little tip for Protea and even other Warframes. Go to the options. Find invert, tab, hold abilities. And look for Protea, for this example of course, change it to inverted. What this does is it turns her grenade fans, hold cast, into a quick tap. So I don't have to hold the first ability to deploy my shield grenades. Instead, a quick easy cast, I can deploy them everywhere I want. Alright, now let's look for some enemies. Here we go, Cordon's gonna start pulling. Let me just deploy these. Drop our Tempest Barrage. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, this is so terrible. We're priming, corrosive, viral, and we're dealing double damage with heat. What is this? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh my god. And not to mention, this is a base power strength build Protea. Yeah. The only bonus strength she's getting is from her passive. Yeah, we have armor strip, and this armor strip also primes for us, and we're dealing double our damage. Let me pop the turrets here. Gonna drop the dispensary and we're just chilling. What? No! That's the one problem that you'll face with Cordon. It will sometimes pull enemies to where your last location was when you bullet jumped. So it doesn't really... It's not an aura that follows you like Exodia Hunt. So yeah, no need to prime with your secondary. No need to worry about heat inherent shenanigans. It's just a simple press buttons, abilities drop, and your abilities carry you. Alright, here he comes. Where is he? I'm just gonna move over here. Yep. Yeah, where are you running? Why are you running, buddy?
Why are you running?
Oh, so good. Yes. Dead. Perfect. Dodge roll. Yes. Xmas units. Armor stripped. Chillin'. Oh! Oh my goodness. Hey! Come back! Come back! I can't aim. There we go. Alright, here we are back from Steel Path. As you just saw, enemies were just dying way too quickly. And yes, as I said earlier, this is a base strength Protea, yet she's able to armor strip fairly easily. The yellow shards are of course casting speed shards. You gotta have these, come on. Makes everything smoother and fluid to play. If you don't care too much about armor strip with the emerald shards, you can switch all of these and make them bonus ability damage when enemies are procced with corrosive. It works just fine, and I did use that before I decided to go for the armor strip loadout. And that loadout you would need just a bit more strength. So it depends how you want to play. Of course, the armor strip loadout will scale even better. Alright, moving on to the build. In the aura, I have shield disruption. You can literally use anything else you want, but shield disruption if you have enemies with shields. However, you can switch this aura to anything else you want. Enemy radar for even more consistency. Unfortunately, growing power does not trigger on ability status effects, only weapon status effects. So that's why I didn't use it. Prime sure-footed because spending less time on your butt is a huge DPS increase. Oh yeah. Duration with prime continuity and multi-efficiency. All of this duration is to maintain the uptime of all of my abilities, since they all scale of duration. Range is very important here for Tempest Barrage, because it increases its explosion radius, as you can see right there. Viral Tempest is the augment for Tempest Barrage. Prime Flow for the large energy pool, Equilibrium to convert health into energy, and vice versa when I pick up orbs. And that's, of course, easily done with Dispensary. Now you could switch out Arcane Energize for Molt Augmented for additional strength. But then again, we don't need that much strength, unless you're going into higher level areas. And that's when I would say you can switch out Energize for Molt Augmented, so you get even more energy from Dispensary, as the pickups scale from strength. Archon Vitality to double the damage of my heat DOTs, so this has the damage ramp up even faster. However, if you don't care too much about this, you can replace it with a strength mod. Umbral Intensify is also very good, so now you can change Arcane Energize to anything else that you want. The build can be very flexible. Anyway folks, that has been it from me. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, share, and
Subscriber.
For more Warframe content, streams, and so much more, do refer to the description. Thanks for watching, and as always, a peace.